floodwaters of Monday not only leave behind a huge mess, but also plenty of questions for those affected.
Yeah, we hope to answer some of those questions that you may have. You may have questions like, how much does a renter's insurance policy cover in times like these? And how do you fix a waterlogged car? Well, Parrish Alleman spent some time with local mechanics to see what car owners need to know about vehicles that get flooded.
I called around to 5 different mechanic shops here in the Homewood area, which saw some of the worst flooding, and they told me usually with a big rain event like we just had, they would get a lot of calls, but this time they haven't gotten any. And they say it's because this time the rain hit so fast that most of the cars that were in it are probably totaled. Robbie Malcolm says floods are one of the worst things that can happen to cars.
Cars today, it just does too much damage because of the electronics mainly.
And he says it doesn't even take that high of water to destroy your car's entire computer system.
Some computers are mounted under the seat. They're down that low. Some are a little bit higher up in the dash.
If water reaches inside the car at all, Malcolm says it's pretty common for insurance companies to total it.
The insurance companies don't like fooling them basically because, they fix what they see, the customer gets the car back, they drive it for a week or two, then something else got shorted out that the shop didn't catch, and it's never ending.
Now, if your car wasn't completely submerged but did sit in water at least up to its door, he says the best thing to do is don't start it until a mechanic can check it out.
If the water got high enough to get into the engine, into the air filter, the intake system, you go to crank it, the water's not compressible. It sucks water in, the piston goes up, it bends the rod. You ruin the engine, so, do not crank it.
Even if you drove through flooded roads or high water and made it out, Malcolm says you should still take it to your mechanic. That's because there could be water damage that may not show up until further down the road. Malcolm also said that if your car didn't get damaged, but it just got some rain on the inside, the best thing to do is roll down all the windows, open up the doors, and let it sit on a day like this to dry out. In Homewood, Parrish Alleman, CBS 42 News.